Alex Neil, disappointed of course to be out of the FA Cup, but what did you make of your team's performance today?
Yeah, I thought first half we were disappointing. I didn't think our retention of the ball was good enough. I felt we gave it away far too often in sort of poor areas for us. And I think when you give good teams the ball back in dangerous areas, they're going to cause you problems. And that ultimately what happened. You know, I think certainly the first two goals, the first goal in particular, we should have done a lot better with. But it starts from us having the ball and giving it away sloppily into the middle areas of the pitch. And when they break, then they break with pace, and you get sort of caught cold, if you like, and sort of transitions were always going to be a big thing today, and we didn't look after the ball well enough in the first place.
You made a few changes today. Did anybody change your thinking about the way you might go in the Premier League from now on?
No, I think we've got a settled way of playing just now. You know, I think today was a one-off game where we went and obviously we've deployed three at the back. We did it at their place. I think if you look at Manchester City, they end up playing with like sort of four up front. So if you go off back four, then ultimately you're playing 4v4. And with the quality of players they've got, I think you need to try and overload that back line to make sure that you're not getting isolated in certain areas against certain players. So we did that. We didn't use it and sort of deploy it as well as we should have done. I thought it got better in the second half, but I think the damage is done by then.
Yeah, the problem is you're 2-0 down and you have to try and get back into it, and then you're vulnerable on the counter-attack, aren't you?
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. And then I think they showed that bit of sort of individual quality in the third goal. But another sort of poor decision from us leading up to it. You know, we went for a header we shouldn't have done, and we get caught in behind us, and then obviously Ryan gets isolated 1v1, and then it's a tough task from then on.
Can you just brush that one off, or are you worried at all that it might disrupt the very good momentum you've built up in the Premier League?
No, you just said the words, brush that one off. That's exactly what I'll be doing. That's exactly what the team will be doing. We're disappointed we didn't play as well as we should have. However, I said it yesterday, our bread and butter's the league. Yeah, I've told the players after the game, that one's gone now, it's done. We should have done better in the game, but we didn't. Now we need to focus on Wednesday and Saturday, because that's the true test for us, really.
And I think some of the managers have said the fact you have a Premier League game so soon, a midweek Premier League game, it does make the FA Cup more difficult to justify playing your strongest team in, if you like.
Yeah, because if I put my strongest team out today and we go on and lose against one of the best teams in the league, and then they come to Wednesday and they're a bit fatigued, and we lose that because we're fatigued, and then we've got a huge game on Saturday, and then they're still a bit fatigued for that as well, then you're just making yourself your own problems. So I'll make no apologies for changing the team up today. I think it was the right decision, and I hope I'm justified in the next two games.
Yeah, that is what it's all about now, isn't it? You've got a very big week ahead, two away games.
Yeah, but listen, our main priority is to stay in the Premier League. That's the bottom line. It's always been the case. We've got two really crucial games coming up. We'll have a lot of guys who are fresh, who have not been involved today, or played small parts in the game, that will certainly be able to give their all in the next two. And
just one word on transfers. I know you don't like talking about specific players, but Benik, Bournemouth and Wolves have confirmed since their games today that they've agreed a deal for him, possibly to go to Bournemouth. Is there any interest from Norwich in him still?
No, not at the moment. No, I think well, it looks as if he's going to Bournemouth.
So that's it. That one's gone as far as you're concerned, because you were interested in him in the summer, weren't you?
Yeah, but I think you've got to get to sort of reasonable levels in terms of fees and different things like that. And yeah, we'll be looking to strengthen the squad.